Happy to see his smiling face. State Senator Jeff Denham, how you been?
Good, good. It's been a long and grueling campaign, almost to the end of this ride, but I really appreciate you having me back on. Appreciate the invitation.
Anytime.
Thank you. I'd have loved to have come on earlier in the week, but as you know, the bill schedule, final deadlines yesterday. We've seen way too much legislation coming through the state capitol, but we've hit that deadline and we're out as of yesterday. So it's good to be back here in the studio. And I'm looking forward to once this campaign's over, Ray, that you know we have a continued friendship and you and I continue to go out, and I'm looking forward to taking that motorcycle ride with you.
That bike ride.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Tuesday's the day, and we can breathe for a while. The campaign, you know, has gotten a little squirrely there for a while. But what are, as far as the issues go, what are you still hearing that has been big on your end as far as your constituents? Has any of the issues changed?
No.
Have they mutated at all?
No. I mean, certainly more questions about water. The debate has become somewhat convoluted by, you know, the different decisions that have come down, and as well the percentage of water allocation that we're going to receive this year. The water bond that's on the November ballot. I mean, so there is some.
Do you
certainly
support
some. No, I've always been against it. In fact, I voted against it in the legislature. Now, I would like to support it. I still believe that we can amend the pork out of this bill so that the voters of this state will actually support it and move it to future years. We've done that with many different propositions. We still have the opportunity to do that in the legislature, and that's what I want to continue to convince my colleagues of, because right now it's going to fail. I mean, people are looking at it, they know that there's a lot of money in there that does nothing for water storage, and a lot of money that goes into, you know, just pork that was used to buy votes.
What do you make of the two decisions from Judge Wanger in the last couple of weeks, locally on the gates?
You know, everything that's happened this year has been very minor, baby steps. You know, enough to get through a campaign season, maybe. We need drastic reform. We need to reform the Endangered Species Act. We need to make sure that we have a ongoing decision for conveyance, whether that's the Two Gates project or another project, but it's got to get done. And ultimately, as we were just talking about, we need to have a guarantee on water storage, guaranteed either in a bond or guaranteed that it's actually going to get constructed.
But that was the first time, though, any judge has told the federal government to basically sit on it. I mean, that is precedent setting.
Absolutely, and
the first time anybody's ever ruled against the Endangered Species Act and said humans have precedent over that. First time.
Yeah, and it's a judicial decision, which I think is great. But we need to have we need to see some people with some political courage. This has gone way too far. This is beyond a crisis type situation. The Obama administration have ignored us here in the Central Valley. But I believe it's a states' rights issue. I mean, I applaud what Arizona has done with their crisis. Our crisis is different, but our governor can immediately declare this an emergency and turn the pumps on and guarantee water is moving.
Why has
the
he
same
done
as
that?
Local government. It's disappointing. That's all I can say. I think there's been a number of decisions this governor has made over the last few years that have been disappointing. This is certainly one of them. One that he should have shown greater leadership on.
Yeah, because he does have that power.
Absolutely,
he makes like he doesn't have that power, but he does have that power.
Yeah.
He could take a lot of flack from Washington to do it, but he has the power to do so. He can turn them on whenever he wants to.
This is an issue we've got to play offense on. I mean, certainly there's a number of issues that we play defense on. This is an offensive issue that is not only destroying our economy, but as you're walking neighbor to neighbor, door to door, people are frustrated that this is something happening in our local community that has not been addressed for years. And every year, you know, we're lucky if we, you know, they make it sound like we're lucky if we get a water allotment, and they continue to try to push reform regulation that takes away our water rights, our property rights. This isn't government water. This is our water.